Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning.
Turning it on! Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Huskies are flying down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he had just enough to will that one home. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Badgers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up the first down. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understand the drag route concept, easy pitch, easy catch.
throw it. A little screen to the running back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. To the air, it's Flowers. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home.
There he goes. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Barry. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. Found the spot in the defense. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for room. It's Jordan.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Got him downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this one.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Trying to get into the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll go back to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a man. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Calls his own number. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. And I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. That's reeled in. It's Barry. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Back to throw time running short in the half. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got his man. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaking, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Stumbled to the ground.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Complete to the left. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got a man. It's Jordan. there, gets him the first down, and sets him up at the... Five-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Flowers. He's got an open man. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Find that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Rasmussen. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That slices the lead to 2. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to U10. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Give to the running back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This drive will open from the 15. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Hauls it in. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Badgers are on the move. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Rasmussen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Flowers. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO fire complete to the back. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got the back in the middle. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Snagged in the middle, it's Jefferson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. The 20. Touchdown, Washington! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. To the air, it's Flowers. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Like it breaking down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Badger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And it's just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 5 over Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback adapted. He's going to run it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabs it in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we've seen this guy come up with some huge throws in this game, and already on the drive, he's thrown a couple of completions. He's got them in a rhythm. This team believes they're going to win this game because of this guy playing the quarterback position.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Using the quick game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable